Hey, what's going on, everybody? So my voice is pretty much shot, so I'm not going to try to make this video too long. But I will be taking a drink of my Gatorade from time to time to kind of help my voice and my throat. But I wanted to do this video talking about, some tips when it comes to collecting movies. And I also want to mention, or not mention, but talk about why getting a JFJ Easy Pro, like you see there, is recommended for anybody who goes out and you know buys films from thrift stores and things like that. It will save you in the long run. So, one of the biggest tips I can give is don't pay full price. Pay full price unless you have to. So, if there's Blu-rays that are limited to a specific amount of copies, or it's a specific edition, I highly recommend paying the full price on that. But anything else, you can just hold off on. I don't have the biggest Screen Factory collection, and I held off on getting a lot of movies. Yes, I paid maybe slightly lower than full price because a lot of times they just don't go down in price. And having that gut feeling of a film going out of print, there's going to be specific reasons, but majority of the time I would recommend holding off. um, Films like, and I can use a great example, Carrie. I got the Scream Factory release with the slip on Blu-ray, brand new, for less than $10. Misery I got on Blu-ray for less than $10. I think that one you can get on like Hamilton Books for like $7 or $5 or something like that, between 5 and 7. Um, but there's a few others in my collection that I was able to get less than $10, and that definitely helps because let's be honest, we really want to pay $30 for a title, Scream Factory title. Like seriously, like you would spend $100 and you'd get what, 3 titles? Maybe not even that after fees and shipping. So I feel like holding off when it comes to specific releases, you can get them for a lot cheaper. Another tip is check out your thrift stores, your pawn shops, and your Facebook marketplaces, because you're going to find some good deals. And you never know, you might just so happen to find a few out of print stuff, because a lot of people get rid of stuff and they don't realize it. I've been able to do that. I've actually been able to add stuff to my collection and sell the other stuff and make a profit, even if it's a title that doesn't sell for much. Even after they pay for the item and shipping, even if I make $2 to $3 on a dollar DVD, I am completely fine with that because I'm still making a profit, and that money can go towards another title that I want. So definitely invest in the time and try to work out a good deal. You can also talk to people who may be getting rid of movies, and cut a deal with them, and you can buy from them. Or if they don't want you to pay, usually they'll just donate them to you. So it's definitely worth it. I feel like, in my opinion. The next tip I can give you is start flipping movies to basically pay for your boutique labels or your formats, Blu-ray or 4K. Now, this is something I started doing. As you guys know, I created a challenge last year, and I'm hoping to finish the challenge by the end of the year. But basically, the goal was to sell, you know, movies on eBay and start using the funds when anything sold. Use the funds to upgrade titles that I wanted. Now, the goal was set as it had to be under $5, so I had to pay anything that was less than $5, or the eBay funds that I had to pay the item in its entirety. So those were the two rules I had to give myself. And I was able to do that. I was actually able to upgrade over 10 titles to 4K, as well as upgrading, I think, a couple DVDs to Blu-ray, and upgrading, or not upgrading, but more of adding a few Blu-rays that I needed into the collection, whether that was titles I needed to complete some film collections or just titles I didn't have. So it might be something worth doing to help pay for those $30 to $50 releases. I'm almost close to finishing my goal, so that's why I'm pushing my eBay store down in the description to kind of give it more traffic, but to also increase my sales. Um, So that's something you guys can start getting into, especially if you want to not pay full price for stuff like that. And then lastly, I want to talk about why it would be a great idea to invest in a JFJ Easy Pro. So how many of us have gone to thrift stores and pawn shops, found that one DVD we know is worth picking up because for multiple reasons. One, it's out of print, or two, it's worth a lot. So even if you didn't want to add it, you would take the chance and flip it, but you open it up and the disc is shot. I recommend getting a JFJ Easy Pro because that worry will no longer be there. Since I have gotten the JFJ Easy Pro, not this new one, but my older one when it was working. Excuse me. One of the things I really enjoyed was not passing up on DVDs that either I could add to my collection or flip. Now, yes, if it's heavily scratched and I know my machine won't be able to fix it as good as I would like to, then yeah, those are the times you could really pass it up. But if there's times where you know a JFJ Easy Pro can take its time and clean it up to where it's working, then it's recommended. Like I said, I haven't been able to pass. I may have passed on a couple only because I knew my machine wouldn't be able to fix it. But why I was able to pick up because my machine was able to fix it, and I was able to watch the movie with no issue. So it's definitely worth it because then you have the ability to fix titles you may have passed up on. Because I've seen a lot of people who go hunting. They find titles they want, but they pass because it's got scratches. May not be heavily scratched, but they didn't want to take the chance if it worked or not. But if you have a JFJ Easy Pro, then it's definitely worth it. You won't have to pass up on titles you wanted. Now, I will state this: the JFJ Easy Pro is expensive. You're looking at, like, depending on where you get it, over $200. If you purchase the machine through their website, you can actually get it for $199. This will also allow you to receive free shipping for just their standard shipping, and you can get the cleaning kit, which is the pads, the compound, the cloth, and then of course, yeah, over time you'll have to pay extra after your stuff runs out, things like that. But it works out because your machine is always there. I also recommend getting a warranty, and you can pay for the warranties as well. So, like, if things start to get better for me, I may end up paying for another warranty. I think the highest you can pay is a 6-year warranty, which is probably over like $400, but that's a 6-year warranty, so that's not bad. Um, and the fact that you're able to choose, now they do give you a chance to choose what model, like what voltage, because they have a US model and a overseas model, and you're able to pick the kit. You can get the kit to do 100 repairs, or you can get the kit to do 200 repairs, which they give you extra stuff for that. So to me, it's worth it, especially if you don't want to pass up on titles that you've come across that you've been wanting to add to the collection, as well as being able to use it to flip movies as well, especially if you start finding out a print stuff you want to sell to cover sets you want. Um, and to me, it's worth it. That's what I used when I sell my stuff that I'm selling on eBay, my inventory. So to me, it's worth it. And these are definitely my tips. And it'll save you money in the long run. You'll be able to start getting the type of collection you want, which I think is worth it. And let me show you guys my Scream Factory collection. So as I stated, that I've been able to use, getting used DVDs and using the JFJ Easy Pro to flip to cover the titles that I want. And I'm going to use a great example. Let me find the titles, if I can find it, because I have a lot of them all mixed up. Let's see, where is it? Okay, here we go. So The Crow, The Craft, and then I just got to find my copy of Misery right here. All right. So I'm going to use these three as an example. So I got these all off of eBay, and I got them all from the same reseller, which is Declutter. And these were way cheaper than if I was to purchase them through Scream Factory, or any other retail. So Carrie. So this movie was only like less than $10, which is not bad. And considering it had the slip, yes, the slip's not going to be the best shape. But the great thing is it was new when I bought it, and I thought that was a really good deal. Wasn't expecting it. Next, we have The Craft. This one I think was probably $8 or so, and it does have the slip, which of course is not in the best shape or anything like that. But to me, this was better than getting the 4K. That's another tip I forgot to mention, is figure out what format you want. I've actually decided not to get a lot of the titles on 4K due to the fact that they are not the greatest transfers. Like The Craft, I heard, is not a great transfer. Now, there are specific titles I will upgrade to 4K, like Bill and Ted was announced. I would like to get that on 4K. I actually originally wanted to get them on 4K before I got the Blu-ray, but because I wanted to watch the films, I decided to go ahead and get the Blu-ray. And that's a great thing too. Even if you pay, you buy the set for, it's what, $80, and say you already have the movies. Even if you sell the movies for like $10 with free shipping, you know, you could take $8 off and you still make, some of that money back. It still can get a little pricey. And like Misery was like $8, $7 or $8. Maybe a little bit more than if I was getting it from Hamilton Books, but that's okay. I still was able to get it. And uh, one thing I've started doing is I started not buying from Amazon as much as I used to. I will buy specific titles especially if they're cheaper than getting them from eBay. But I do a lot of majority of my shopping on eBay for multiple reasons. All the prices you can get. People run sales where you can get, like, I saw one where it was like buy 5 get 10 free. So that's not bad. Um, I've seen one where you buy 2 get 10 free. Again, a really good deal. eBay sellers package their items way better than Amazon. You're not going to get your item damaged like as if you were to get it off Amazon. Let me use a great example of how poor Amazon's packaging is. So, at the beginning of this year, I had bought Farscape, the complete series on Blu-ray. This is the Shout Factory release. I've been wanting this set for quite a while, and I ordered it through Amazon. This was in a mailer, not a box, a mailer. Why would you put it in a bubble mailer when this should be put in a box? It does have some wear on the corners and stuff, and that is due to the fact that it was in a mailer and not a box. So specific titles, or not, I wouldn't say specific titles, but specific items are not being packaged. And I've seen people who have to return steel books because they're shot, and it really started pushing me away from ordering them. Not only that, but they want you to spend $35 or more to be eligible for free shipping, especially if you can't afford the Prime. 35, like, really? Like, come on now. That's way too much. I feel like there should be a threshold, like the average, it should be 20, because I'm sure on an average, most people spend 20. But that's to me a little ridiculous. And I've seen titles where they're charging $7 for shipping. $7? I mean, shipping on eBay is way cheaper than that. Media mail is $4.13. I think the average of shipping for ground is $3 to $4, depending on where it's going. Why is Amazon charging $6.99 for shipping? Shipping is beyond me. I've seen some where it's like $3.99, which isn't too bad. That's kind of less than ground, slightly higher than media mail, but nonetheless, Amazon is, to me, starting to become a joke when it comes to specific things. But yeah, those are going to be my tips on, collecting or how to get the most out of your money on it, and why a JFJ is worth picking up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, it's much appreciated, and don't be shy to comment down below. Also, I did a video on a Q&A. You guys can still get your answers in. I'm supposed to answer the questions tomorrow, but that doesn't look like it's going to be happening because I haven't gotten any questions. It is what it is. I at least tried. But if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so. It's much appreciated. Trying to bring more subscribers in because a lot of people who would watch my videos are not subscribed, and I'm trying to slowly increase my watch hours. Now, I do want to mention this, start moving forward really soon. I don't know when I'm going to be doing it. It might be in the next month or so. I am going to start doing subtitles for my videos in other languages. I'm going to try to start off with at least maybe 5 different languages for the subtitles. That way I can really start boosting my video off to other countries, and that way they'll be able to watch the video and read the subtitles at the bottom in their own language. This is something I've been wanting to do for quite a while, but it is a long process to do. So I'm trying to give myself time to do so in the next month. I have over 700 videos, so to go back and do that to the videos that I haven't done it with, that can take way too long. So I figured the proper way is to start doing it, moving forward. So, so definitely keep an eye out on that. So, but with that being said, I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Till next time, we'll talk films. Thanks for watching.